want to tell them what we're doing? What are we about to do?
Who are we going to feed?
Custard!
We're gonna go check the fences, check the water, and give the bison some treats. How about that? You can quit licking my seat. We actually were just going to make sure we put these bison in this backfield about two weeks ago now. About 2 weeks ago, we got this 4th field finished about a month or 2 ago, and then it's got more cover for them. It's pretty hot right now. It's not super dry. It's been raining the last couple days, but just going to check. No, we're good. 8 calves right now. We had a couple that we had 1 or 2 more cows that looked like they were going to calf, but it's kind of late in the season for that, so we'll see. It's actually getting about rut time for old custard. Yeah, bud.
I helped you feed the cows.
Yep.
Yay!
These are just protein pellets. They're just more of a treat. We don't really feed them. Usually they're grass fed. Every once in a while we get them bread, but we were having a lot of trouble with the bread molding because you had such a big trash can full of bread that you wouldn't get to the bottom. Like you just always use the bread at the top. So these are also a little bit of a protein supplement, like I said, for them.
Can you know, is it bad to give them like all that bread?
No, I mean you wouldn't want to give them a ton of bread. Original herd you could feed out of your hand, but some of these new ones aren't used to it. Some more just kind of get them to come up, rotate them around. We can check on them a little bit. We still got to get a working facility. We don't have a working facility yet. This fall we got to start. You can see where some of them. It's that time of year Custer's breeding them.
How long do you keep Custer for?
It really depends. It depends on if we keep calves or not. If you keep the calves, and you need to rotate them out your bulls out every 3 years, we'll probably start selling all of our calves now that we've started having some calves. We've got to figure out, so Wilson, so you don't castrate bison like you do cows. So like, steers, people have steers. But Hillary wants to keep Wilson's, and it's probably for the best and a good idea since he was the first one born here. She wants to keep him. And so at some point we're going to try to castrate him in the next couple of weeks. But he'd be our only steer, yeah.
I didn't know Wilson was your...
Well, because we can't have Wilson and keep his mom, if that makes sense. So it's either you get rid of your calves or you get rid of your bulls. And so we'll probably start selling our calves for meat or having meat, selling it at the gym. This is a pretty old calf. This is an early on calf, you can tell. They usually start calving late April, early May, and then end by June, July, or August. I mean, this one's pretty new. Look how small he is compared to, what's up with he or she? It looks like a she. When they're on the closer field, it's a whole lot easier to just hop out there. Like I said, the problem we'd had before was the bread was getting moldy and it was just hard to come by, so we just switched to these pellets. It's kind of more of a supplement type deal too. So we'll probably start doing it more often.
Kids seem to like it pretty well.
Kids love it, which is pretty cool.
Do not touch them.
Like I said, if Hillary doesn't kill them. They're not used to us being up this high. Usually we feed them from the fence and they'll come right up, especially Custer will come right up to the fence. Guys, quit dropping them so close to the truck, man. They get all stressed because they're fending each other off. Here's the boss. This is the original, one of our original cows. We called her BB because she was the boss bee. do a little assessment on. So we had our herd, our original herd, and then we went and got 12 more. And so any of them that had cows or calves that weren't from the 12 that we went and picked up would be customers.
So what, you just like DNA test them?
No, you just look at, so the ones that ours, we know which ones were the original herd, and all the new herd have those light orange tags on them. We got to get a working facility as our next thing, because right now we have to, if something happens to them, we either have to doctor them ourselves or we have to take them somewhere. So working facility is next, but it's really expensive and it's a pretty big undertaking. Definitely want to be in some type of vehicle though when we feed them, or behind some type of fence or something, because they are out here in the fence, but they're not. Bison aren't completely domesticated, I guess you could say. They're still relatively wild animals. Like you said, they look crazy, docile, chill, kind of whatever while you're out here. But you saw them when they were getting worked. They're not a very chill animal. And they don't like being in small areas, and they don't like being by themselves.
I don't like it.
I think we talked about in the winter, Hill, fencing off the whole pond. That way they can get to the whole pond instead of just a little spot right there. The guys didn't know that the island went, or there was like a dam on the other side that they could have fenced off. All right, that's it for our first Froning Farm series. If you guys have any questions or anything you want to see more about bison or about the farm, give us some questions in the comments below.